JB, thanks for
I
joining
can hear.
us.
Yes, sir. Thanks for having me.
First question will go to Steve. Go ahead, Steve.
JB, how are you? Good game.
Thank you. I'm
How does
great.
that how's that feel going back in there and doing that?
Surreal. Surreal. You know what I'm saying? Like coming into it, it was so many nerves. I was trying not to play the game before the game. I was nervous. I was anxious. I was excited. I was mad. I was angry. I was happy. But that was crazy. That was wild. I can't describe that feeling.
Your line, and I realize a lot of times they use six, but I mean, your line really did something for you as well as you yourself. I mean, you carried guys with you for an extra couple of yards every most carries. Can you talk about that a bit?
Man, my offensive line I feel like Coach Scott really had a great plan this week, and then the offensive line really executed it, and and just trusting my reads and trusting those guys to block downfield. Those guys really got my back, so I got to give it to those guys. Anytime a running back has a big game, it's never an individual feat. It's always all 11 guys doing their thing too.
200-yard games in a row. You feel you're there now, like you sort of it was up and down before. That's my
Yeah,
you may not feel that, but
I mean,
from where
I never feel like 100%. I never feel like I'm there. I just feel like I've been getting opportunities, so I just try to maximize those opportunities lately. So if they're gonna give me the ball, I'm gonna do the most to maximize it. So obviously the season has ebbs and flows, so I'm just gonna continue to try to do whatever
given
I
the record
can
of the
to
teams that
make an
you're
impact on this
oh,
team
sorry.
and be a consistent.
Given the records of the teams that you're coming up against in this little stretch here, this is your toughest stretch of the season, and you've got off on the right foot. What do you think that means? I mean, it was the second half of the season. I don't think anybody can say that it wasn't a disappointing first half of the season. Start of the second half. What's this? What do you think this will do for you, especially going against Toronto, now the best team in the league, probably?
Yes, sir. I feel like for me, it's not about how you start, it's about how you finish. So obviously we started a little slow, and I feel like this league is about continuity, and I feel like we're finally starting to grow that continuity. This is a brand new team, finally starting to love on each other and figure guys out and play for the guy next to us. So we can just continue to stay close, stay locked in, and this game just shows that if we really come and everything's executed on all three phases, like we're going to be a tough team to beat.
Yeah, I mean, you really could say that you've had. I mean, it was just really the last, I don't know, 25 minutes of the game last week because you had a pretty good first quarter, first half, and a bit against Montreal, but which is another good team. And then you have this.
So
Does that feel like there's momentum? Like, is that another way of putting that? Or
yes, sir. I feel like we know we're a first half team, but now we're trying to prove that we're also can be a second half team. We know that we got to be able to finish games, play all four quarters, and if we can start playing all four quarters how we play our first and second quarter, we're gonna be pretty good.
yeah, do you felt the team played pretty complete game tonight, like real complimentary football, right? You guys kept
Yeah,
you kept the ball out of BC's hands.
exactly. You know what I'm saying? We definitely took the air out of the ball. Kept the defense fresh. The defense is really, I feel like they've held it down for us these last couple of games. You know what I'm saying? We know that we've only, scored 10 points a game or something like that. As an offense, the defense kind of kept us in these games. So we know that if we can complement the defense, that we're going to be a tough team to beat.
One last one. They talked about this as it was happening on TV. As you took that swing pass for the touchdown,
So,
like you really knew where that pylon was.
yeah.
Yeah, like
I
they
mean,
were getting there, right?
I've played a lot of games in this stadium, so I kind of know this feel like the back of my hand. You know what I'm saying? And that's why the
Yeah,
celebration was what it was.
yeah. Okay, man. Thanks. I'll see you this week.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
JB, thanks for joining us. Enjoy the
Okay.
game.
Okay. Okay, Maximus.